And I think Girts will explain the machine first. So, please.
Thank you for introduction. And before I start talking about synthesizers, I want to express my gratitude and huge thanks to all who were involved in development of the synthesizer. First of all, Martijn and Nush from 112 Decibel. They are somewhere in the middle there. Please give them applause. So I believe that people did better in evolution than other animals because they could cooperate on big scale. So, and this is what I believe. So our collaboration with 112 Decibel genius guys from Netherlands helped us to bring Steampipe to the life, to the physical form, because they have a VST version of it, but we agreed that this instrument needs to be touched and played like in real life. Another person whom I want to send big thanks is our engineer Janis over there. He's another genius I came across in my life, because the time period from this is impossible and this does not work to the thing actually works is about an hour for him, you know, and yesterday the synthesizer just started working, you know, and therefore there are some there are for some things to tweak, but I'm really happy, and all teams very happy how it actually came in life. So yes, Steampipe is a polyphonic synthesizer with no oscillators. And as you may notice, because you are on SuperBooth, as you may notice, there are quite few great sounding polyphonic synthesizers issued, launched over course of last 4 or 5 years. So every major company has their own polyphonic synthesizer, maybe several of them. There are great recreations of classic synthesizers. There are great takes on improving functionality of classic synthesizers. But we at Erica Synths always follow the philosophy that if we do something that is radically different, or radically like we take different approach to the things that exist already, or like we do something completely new. So the Steampipe is the case with the same approach, because the Steampipe, so it's 8-voice polyphonic synthesizer and it's physical modeling synthesizer, meaning it mimics the way how sound is generated or sound is created in physical instruments, specifically in wind instruments like flute, clarinet, or pipe organ, or in string instruments. So you can turn this idea or this model of wind instrument sound creation. Also, similar principles apply to the string instruments. So the Steampipe basically consists of 3 major parts. So one is steam part, which basically describes how you blow the air into the instrument. So it has some DC or noise setting, meaning that if you blow the air in a flute, for instance, you always will have this noise from your lips, from your like air from your mouth going into the instrument. So that will be the noise component. DC component describes how intensively you blow the air into the instrument. So you can actually manage to blow the air without any noise, but the DC will tell how much noise goes into the instrument. Then we have envelope generator, which determines how much of this initial blow goes into the pipe. And the second part is the pipe part. So it actually is another model that describes how the waves are created in the pipe of the instrument. So is it can it be pipe organ, or it can be the body of the flute or clarinet. And then then there are some tricks like split points where we can have two delay lines or two simultaneous waves going on in the pipe. Then we can add some more harmonics instead of like a classical sine wave, and some filtering as well, and a reverberator on the top. It can create very nice sounding, like organic sounds of real instruments. See this noise which is present when you blow it. Can add more noise, can get rid of the noise. So basically you can start with very organic and natural sounds of real instrument, and then turn them into the something more spacious, something more crazy, and something totally unexpected. What we noticed today, that every person who somehow plays with the instrument comes up with his very unique and personal sounds. So there's no similar approach of the sound design of this instrument. And also you may ask, why would I just mimic sounds of classical or real life instruments? Because you can play like real life instruments. And the answer is simple, like two answers. One is very few people actually know how to play real instruments, but they want to have this kind of sounds in their production. And answer two is that every physical instrument or real life instrument has certain limitations. So what octave range it can cover, what is dynamic range of the instrument, and so on and so on. So with this one, you can go from like flute in normal octave range to very, very sub-octave range, which is not like typical for real life instruments. And so if you want to have some unconventional sounds for Netflix show, for instance, then this is the way to go. Well, of course, it's a bit of talking, but the idea is clear that this is polyphonic synthesizer, which takes different approach from conventional subtractive, additive, or wavetable synthesis, and this instrument can open you like different territories of sound. For that purpose, I actually decided to use child labor. My daughter, Madara, will help me with the performance here, because she's a professionally trained clarinet player, and because this is anything but techno instrument, so she will join us for performance. So I will just change settings. Thank you, guys. So soon, later this year, this will be out.